Ian Scheller, International Consultant Bureau. Find me at ianscheller.com. Click on International Consultant Bureau and learn something about the web. If you need help, I'm here. There are a list of my services on the website. Have at it. The first point I'd like to make is that no one owns the internet. So, the first thing you do, I guess that's not even the right thing to say. If you read this great book by Tim Berners-Lee, he talks about his theories of the internet. And a nice thing about Tim is that he's very hopeful and forthcoming, and he loves sharing. And his book, which you should go read, Tim Berners-Lee, by Tim Berners-Lee, is just very forthcoming, very honest about how this commercial version of what we kind of use as the web was born. Okay. Now, he was doing research in a facility that allowed him to play with technology that he needed if he weaseled his way up to the right people in the right spots, and much the way that many of us today, you have to ask politely and be consistent and show a dedicated need for an idea if you have one, and it's strong enough. And it's usually the ideas that are strong are repeated and drilled many times before anyone will take notice, sometimes by force. But usually that's reserved for war, which is usually over religion or women. So you want to get a website going, and if you're someone who works with their hands, or someone that does not work in the internet realm, then you might get confused really quick, because it's easy to use the internet, but it's very complicated and tricky. I think tricky is the right word, to actually get what you want to get into it. When you're packing a lunch, you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you got a Mott's juice box, get your applesauce, you put that in the lunch bag, you know what's in that lunch bag. Well, visually we could see that and understand it. But with the web, everything is based on, these computers, which do often have shapes and colors and a graphical representation of matter in them. However, it's sometimes very difficult to conceptualize and see how the whole thing's working, where stuff is going, who's in charge of it, how do you delete it, can you delete it? So it's there's so many different forces and facets at work with this medium that you have to really be careful of your information. And I'm not saying that to scare anybody out there. I'm just saying that so you're prepared. Paired. Man, the P's on this thing. Using the H. That's a good thing. It's a zoom. I don't have the proper boom mic for my Heil, but I do recommend this zoom. It's a very nice piece of equipment. Just watch your P's on it, apparently. Now, where was I?